sure to get everything in position. Very important, you see. Gotta have everything ready. Everything, absolutely. Oh, what does my mic sound like? That doesn't sound quite right at all. All right, let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, floor. Yeah, it looks like we're okay. Once it's coming through, and you're not hearing too much of me breathing. Because, hey, who likes breathing? It's an optional thing, you know? Humans don't need to do it, I'm sure. How's everyone doing? Oh, I need to give a little bit more priority to Audition by the looks of it because it's lagging. Audition, please, to take a higher priority in my system. No? You don't want to? Okay, I understand. I understand, Audition. If you don't want to take a higher priority in my system, then, you know, maybe Voice Meter can take... Yeah, Voice Meter has a real-time priority in my system. Maybe Audition can also have a real-time priority in my system. And then Unity has a below normal priority, and we check on OBS to make sure it's streaming to everyone perfectly fine. Yeah, there we go. Looks like are we connected? Yes, we are. Hello. I can't press enter. Why not? Hello. There we go. I was like, why can't I put this anywhere? Did it. Hey, High Flyer, welcome to the chat. I love ya. We're just about to start. If you don't have audio, then I'm sorry. Not hearing me talking to you. Time for lots and lots of hates. Oh man. Right, here we go. Hello. Welcome to the channel, Bill_Gates. Here we are. This is the current version of the economy, as it is right now. It is a semi-interactive economy simulation. You can select the agents and give them directives, and that's the only little... I would say that that's the interactive portion of it, right? I can click on people in this list and give them actions. Or I can click on people in the world and give them actions, right? It's really that you move them towards something. So if you move somebody towards the water, they'll automatically take the action that is attributed with the provider of water. It's not that they'll just consume the lake, it's that they'll take things from it as needed. One person apparently spawned in the lake, and then this other person, Angry Albino, me, is apparently up here in the lake. So the idea is that you can see people, as they need things, they will take it. It's very straightforward. If they don't need it, they'll store it. So like, there's this person storing lots and lots of blackberries. Great. But that's valid. They can spend a lot of turns just trying to store blackberries. Perhaps I should make those store a little faster. Them and Leaf, because Leaf stores quickly. Yep. So I think we're going to start off there. Let's open up Visual Studio, take a look at our leaf, grape, etc. Anything that we're inserting into our stockpile. And we're going to say that you don't have to insert them individually, but maybe 3 or 5 at a time. That's the idea, right? Alright, so let's go down and say that given interacting with the base, which is an action of agent, not of lesser agent. So let's go find agent. Come on, Visual Studio, I'm sure you can work with me. There we go. It's not like I've opened these files recently or anything. Take a copy to store in the base. Actually, that is where we take an item we need. Whereas when we store items. Is this when we store items? Yes. And we said that we wanted to store... Oh, interesting. We should store more than one of an item. That's a thing. So, count equals either... it'll be the minimum of 3 or the amount that we have. There we go. Now hopefully we can store items en masse. Hello! How's it going there? Oh wow, we've already got some people here in chat. B4U7, welcome back. Atuk, hello. And Gogo Narya, how you doing? B4U7, you've stayed here a good week in a row. Do you want to make your own house? You know you can, right? And something I let people that stay around for a while do. Hi, Bill Gates. You were on some of my original streams, I remember that. I've only been here 31 days, mind you, so, like, I'm probably... I wouldn't say that I have the highest stream time and the least membership, but it's definitely getting there. Hey, support, how's it going? Stream seems to be going okay today, but I do still have to use that relay server. I can't stream to you guys directly from Vancouver anymore. Not sure about that. But hey, whatever. Still works. Still not sure. Might be routing. Might be my ISP. I'm really not sure about that one. Alright, so what can I make these guys do? I mean, they're not getting stuck anymore. There's very few stuck messages. Yeah, it's been 3 system messages in the entire thing so far. Am I eating? No. I have a pot of tapioca pearls next to me. It's not food. Tapioca pearls are used in the brewing of tea, some kind of teas. So you'll put the pearls in the pot, boil them in hot water, and then using a fork you'll generally press the pearls down, and then you can pour the remains in your coffee cup. It's a fairly decent, food, or like drink, I guess you could say. It's extremely strong, because depending on how long you boil the pearls, it gets, it just turns black. Yeah. It's a very Asian thing, the pearls that I have. They're definitely not even available here normally, so... Cassava, okay. Yeah, this one's made out of, tapioca, right? I think so. They call them pearls, but I don't know. I really don't know. Depending on where you find them, especially if you find them in the North American supermarket, they're just like, these are tea things. Like, they literally don't know. Some places call them butter now. Some places call them, I can't think of the name, bubble tea pearls. But they're not. They're completely different. That's a good point. Pearls should be part of the economy, because there's no reason why you can't find... Well, okay, let's see. How the hell do you get tapioca normally? Tapioca is a starch extracted from cassava root. So, actually, apparently we're drinking the same thing. Tapioca is a starch extracted from cassava root. This species is native to the northern region of Brazil, but spreads throughout the South American continent. This plant was carried by the Portuguese and Spanish explorers to most of the West Indies, and continents of Africa and Asia, including the Philippines and Taiwan. It is now cultivated worldwide. Interesting. Yep. You can use tapioca pearls, which is the third use of tapioca. Tapioca pearls, also known as boba in some cultures, are produced by passing the moist starch through a sieve under pressure. Pearl tapioca is a common ingredient in Southeast Asian desserts such as faluda, kolak, soga soup, and in sweet drinks such as bubble tea, fruit slush, and tahoe, where they provide a chewy contrast to the sweetness and texture of the drink. I don't actually put the pearls in the drink though, so that's a thing. That's a difference. Some people put the large brown pearls in their drink. Large pearls are preferred for use in drinks. These pearls most often are brown, not white, and traditionally are used in black or green tea drinks, but today are available in a wide variety of colors. They are also available as an option in shave ice and hot ice drinks. Also, I love reading things. So that's another thing. And people love me reading things because they love my voice. So I guess it's a win-win, right? You give me some medical labels and you have a good stream. Warning, side effects include nausea, heartburn, indigestion. Back on the actual coding topic though. Looks like we've collected more than enough resources in our little society here, and nobody's dying of their own now. John Geese does have a limited amount of food, but oh, can he get it from the base? There we go. So that's the thing as well, is you could just direct the people back to a base. So it seems, and I'll have to have a look at this, that people, as they work at the base, first of all, their number of actions taken isn't shown anywhere on the character, so we should probably show an indicator of whether they can take an action. Because players, the only feedback I've gotten so far of people playing this game is that they don't know when the agent is busy, so when they right-click madly and the agent's not accepting the order, they don't understand. And it's like, well, the agent did accept your order, it's your next destination, but the agent has something that it's still doing right now. Like, it's still dropping something in the base, or it's still collecting a material. As well, if anyone in chat wants to play this, there are builds for Windows 32, Windows 64, and I might be able to build for other operating systems if you ask for it. This is Unity, that are available on my Google Drive. I'll link them in chat if they want, because I need as much feedback as possible to know where to go with it, you know? Now that there's some sort of controllable ability to it, a playability, because if I click on any of these people, right, and hold space, we can actually see where they are and what they're doing, and that's awesome. That kind of thing wasn't there before, right? Wow, everyone's sort of in the ocean. Everyone found a different way to enter the ocean. Let's go down the list and see just what everyone's doing. There's 3 people. Looks like 3 people stuck in the water. Oh, man. What about my character? Yeah, I don't need anything. I guess I'll just go back to base. Like, that's the nice part, right? But with the 4 people here, like, they're a little multiple levels of stuck, shall we say, huh? And there's a little bit of bug going on with the mud here. It looks like there was some dirt placed in the middle of the lake, but that shouldn't be possible. That should have been mud. Because you see, our guy spawned down here because it was a valid location, but he needs to get out. He needs to go towards the base. He can't while he's still interacting with the water, though. That's why if you tell the agent to move... Yeah, there we go. They're all starting to move slowly. This agent's stuck. he's got to drain at least the 2 water to his right before he'll be able to leave. And that's just how that works. There's not really much I could do about it. I haven't found a way to get around that, at least, you know? Alright, so I think we gotta put a little bit more love into our trade. Right now, people will trade fairly early. They'll trade something that they don't need, something that they don't want, and you know, we should be able to change that. Hey, live streaming Yan. Welcome to the chat. Alright, we said that, the rate at which we dump stuff into the base is fine. It's not really an issue. We're returning after each one, so it's not like we have a extra series of actions going on. We don't have any indicator that the agent is busy, so people make stupid excuses that, you know, it must be a game issue if the agent's busy. No. No. It's just that your input doesn't matter. So, how are we gonna show that? We could render something above the player, maybe? But we'd have to rotate it like every frame. Yeah, I think on the selected agent, we can show some stuff. So let's go to, ooh, actually, that means it can be part of our selection ring. So let's go to our selection ring object. It's probably not a prefab yet. Yeah, it's not a ring. Or it is, but it isn't. That's a piece of geometry. We need to link that to a prefab. So what I'll do is drag the ring in, and then immediately drag it out. And this now makes us a prefab. The selection ring prefab is the one that needs to be here, not the geometry. And we'll see that by the little icon going solid. When I select it, it goes here. Now, the reason we're doing this is because we can add to this a number of sub-objects. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go and look at it from up top. So I need to move it into the map. Let's move it 20 over there. And then as being viewed from this angle, we need to put a label on it so that we can have some information of the selected selected agent. I think the important information is going to be... It's going to be a lot of demographic information, actually. It's going to be pretty much the agents, not their toString, but various details about them. So what we're going to do is on the ring here, add a label. Oh, whoops, over here. Add a 3D text. There we go. And then we're going to position it to be directly underneath it with a center point. There we go. Let's say lower center. And we're going to position it above the circle, pointing at the camera. There we are, and we need to position it 1 in the Z as well to make sure that it's not blocking any other characters. We'll say something on it. Oh yeah, the scaling issue. So it needs to be, text needs to be very small in Unity and then rendered bigger. Oof. Sneezing a lot today. Alright, so we're gonna say that it's font size 28, which gives us much more crisper text. Maybe like, there we go, 48. Yes, it's Arial. Yeah, I know. I need a font. It's not rich text. There we go. I mean, it could be. Should it be the color? It should be the color of the agent. Alright. So we're going to call this label. And we're going to say that the selected circle, label, turns into the text of the selected agent. So, I'll leave it saying hello world for now. Go over to Visual Studio. I'd say this is an economy simulator. There we go. What do we want to do to this? We said that we wanted to put the text labels on top, so let's try that. Where do we assign the selected? Right, game controller assigns the selected. Let's go to it. Game controller. Where's our game controller? There we go, it's at the bottom. And we said that on every update, we wanted the script to look at the position, which is fair, if you're holding space. We also want, if there's a selected agent, the selected position, right? There we go. We're gonna say the selected rotation is a quaternion Euler 6000, because it's gonna be facing the camera at all times. It's like a billboard in that sense. And then we'll say that the selected a bunch of pieces about it, so like the label, select label is... No, I don't want to do that here. I think... Really, that code doesn't need to run here at all. The fact that it's running in every... Oh, wait, no, this is game controller. I was gonna say, if this was running on every agent, that would be bad. But if it's running on the game controller, we're fine. We have nothing under selected. Right, that's a transform. We also need to keep a track of the text mesh. So we'll go text mesh... text? There we go. And then wherever we assign selected is where we should also assign text. So text equals go dot, I guess it's selected dot find label dot get component text mesh. That should be fine. There's our text. And now, with the text selected, we need to make our text color be the selected agent color. So again, selected agent dot color, we'll say. And then we're also going to add... what? The text needs to be some information about them. So for now, I'm going to say that it's just globals dot selected agent dot toString. But later, it will be actual information. Ha! Looks like the font is very too small, also rotated wrong. Might just be that it's rotated wrong, actually. Why is it rotated down? Is there no parent to it, or...? It would be nice if any of those errors weren't just coming from the Unity editor itself. Let's go have a look. We're gonna pause, have a look at the agent we had selected, and see that yes, in fact, the ring does have a very messed up rotation. I guess we didn't mean to rotate it at all. Okay. That's pretty straightforward. Because it's already rotated, the text is, so we don't need to rotate the whole object. There we go. So now we can show some information about the person we have selected. I'm gonna say that it is, I'm just gonna copy that. I'm gonna say it's their name. And then I'm gonna say, it's a age year old, gender. There we go. Then I'll also say that they're holding, plus... we'll say they're holding an amount of weight. Math f dot round, make sure that that doesn't display a huge message. There we go. Carrying X pounds, and then let's put another line in here, and we'll say their calories and hydration. So C, I guess, is calories. H is hydration. And what are we missing? We are missing something. We are missing a semicolon on the previous line. There we go. Now we should just be displaying 3 lines of player information. I know it's not great the way that we're displaying it, but hey, we need to do something. We need to show that information somewhere, right? There we go. Both of those numbers need to be rounded. Holy crap. Well, it's good to know at least. There we go. $sign again. I know I'm just, I am string concatenating. I'll need to fix that. That's fine. I'll use the string builder after. There we go. I just wanted to make it work first. Wow, that's some great information. Alright, so if I could have them move. There we go. Yeah, and it updates live. So, I mean, that counts as some player information. It's shitty that it's on top of the map, but that's alright. Let's see that it updates as it goes forward, because we're gonna want them to carry, you know, a few hundred pounds and still all their information to come up fine. Oh, give me just a moment here. Be right back. There we are. Somebody found something that I was very allergic to today, so... yeah, I do apologize about that. I've basically just been sneezing repeatedly. Alright, so back in the code. Oh, man. Ooh, hello Adam F, Ghost J, and Somariant Co. There we are. Here's Visual Studio. We need our to-do list, actually. Here we go. Very important to know what you're doing. Ha, number of these we can't do yet. Interesting, interesting. These are not buildings. I mean, hey, whatever. I'm just gonna continue on the things that we're doing. Dwellings don't get destroyed. And they don't currently form a family. Here we go. Berries are scattered by animals that we don't have yet. Berry seeds turn into a bush at the same time. Berries spoil after a given time. Berries have a chance to spawn bitter. Berries have a chance to cause sickness. Okay. Okay, how do we want to show that? Because we don't have a way to show sickness, right? Alright, that's fine. I think what we'll do... collect bitter berries. Agents with some sort of wisdom will discard them. Well, people needed some sort of cordage material, right? They did need that. How are we gonna handle the cordage material? I don't know, really, because that's something that is gonna be like a standard for fishing rods. It's gonna be standard for a lot of things. Here we go. Sizes of people. I can fix this. So the adult human was 0.3 units wide and 1.6 to 2 units tall. Let's go have a look at how big it is in-game right now. Alright, weird. The player is... 0.5 by 0.6 units, which is about where we expected it at 0.3 apparently, and 1.6 to 2 units tall. What? It wants me to make it 1.6 by 0.3? I mean, I guess so. Humans aren't really, It's because it's orthographic. That's what's doing it. Alright, I know how to deal with that. And the head needs to be, wow, the head needs to fix. There we go. Where's our thickness? This is the head, huh? Do we have to make it 2 depth to make it fit? Oh, we do. Okay. That's fair. Whoops. That was of the player itself. I meant to change a head size. There we are. 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. All right. Let's try that. Yes, our player's a completely different size. That's fine. Or at least it might be fine. Hello, Batter17. Welcome to the channel. I mean, at least they're standing up now. But again, with the information. Wow, and again with the allergies. Be right back. Hopefully I've stopped sneezing literally every 5 seconds. Hello, Tadai Mania. Welcome home. Kappa goes out to the Twitch. Alright. We've got now... Oh, 43-year-old male, huh? Right, then let's move it down here. Ah, these sneezes. Alright, let's see. Now that we have a fair idea on how the calories and hydration works, maybe we could say... I mean, right now it's that we don't want something from the base. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna look at first of all to use a string builder, lol. We wanted to handle agents putting stuff in the base. They were not, or taking stuff from the base, sorry, interact with base. It was based on their need for food or water. I see. So it's the fact that they don't need food or water until they're empty. So let's go to whatever creates those needs, which I think is lesser agent. Hey Kretcha, welcome to the chat. Let's have a look at lesser agent and see. Ba 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 ba. Ooh, calories. Fixed update awake. Yeah, I guess it was consume food and consume water that does this. And I mean, consume food... Consume water is as simple as, do we have water in our inventory? So, let's see. need water is simply if inventory.count water equals 0, is less than, say, let's say less than 3, less than 2. If you have less than 2 water, then you need it. There we go. And then the need for food is going to be a lot more complicated. The need for food is based on not having any food items. So, should we iterate through? We shouldn't really, no. Yeah, the food need is a little weird. They should be taken... like, yeah, eaten, but taken. Need for food is false. We never set the need to true, we only set it at the bottom. So the need for food should be a calories being less than this number. Sorry, a need for food should be calories less than consume food min calories. There we go. Ba ba da ba 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 da ba. Let's see what this changes in the simulation. Should change how people behave going to and from the base to collect food. Uh-huh. We're also gonna have to better display the information for our selection. I mean, hey, having it above the selection right now isn't too bad, but... Hey, Root Killer. Welcome to the channel. I'm glad you enjoy the cute little trees. Let's go have somebody cut one down, shall we? It's not that they're this little per se, it's that I learned a bit of a problem. There are certain things that you do to make... like, you rotate everything towards the camera, it seems, in an isometric game, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Let's pause, and we'll see that everything's standing straight up, right? But that's not how that works. Let's go over to the trees, these ones here, and let's rotate them towards the camera and see what that does. Can I select any more trees? Yeah, that one. That one, that one, that one, and watch what happens when I rotate them. Not that much, maybe like 15 degrees towards the camera. They look more like actual trees. So, like, that's part of the trick in an isometric game, is that people rotate the objects towards the camera. Every object in the game is meant to be rotated towards the camera. Even the character. Which is... it's weird, but I guess it makes sense. Hello, Numaru. Welcome to the channel. I was sent an interesting article on Discord about somebody looking at older games and how they had to rotate all the objects. Actually, gonna have to have a look at that. It's over here, and then this one. And they had an interesting fix. They had two little scripts here that I was looking at. First, they had one that made things taller. See, look rotation follows the cameras forward. So that's kind of interesting. And they did theirs at negative 45 degrees, huh? Alright, let's see what happens at 45 degrees. I've not tried that. Right now I've tried 60 and I've tried 0, so let's try 45. I'm gonna select all of these trees here, right? And we'll make this left forest rotated, and we'll see what happens. There we go. The whole left forest, right? Select that tree as well. So they recommend 45 degrees, which seems a little excessive. But, I mean, what does it look like to the camera? That's the only thing that matters. Sadly, it doesn't look excessive to the camera, because of the angle it's viewing the world. So if we were to just shrink those into the ground a little more, we might be fine. Hello, Parasect. Welcome to the channel. So while these are in front of the camera, why don't we just move them around and see? That's 0 rotation, right? That's what we're doing right now. Then there's 15. Then there's 30. Then there's 45. Then there's 60, which is the camera's rotation. And that would make all of our everything... It would make everything taller. Tell you that much. Huh. We could do local rotation. Let's do local rotation. Whoops. It'd be 0.5. Nah. Weird. Let's have a player walk next to them. Yeah, see? So that's why you really do have to rotate everything, because otherwise the player looks the wrong size compared to the trees. The trees looked really short to the player before, but now they make more sense. Alright. So we're gonna have to add this rotation script to our trees. What else is gonna have to rotate? It looks like the bushes are fine, they're spheres. It's just tall objects that have this issue, so just trees. Hello. So let's click on trees. And on the trees, we're going to open them up, create a new component. We're going to call this Tree Fixer. I don't want to open the manual for Tree Fixer. Come on now. Edit. It's going to be straightforward. It's going to be that on update, if not fixed, fix. I didn't really hate the way that they did theirs. Wow, bool fixed equals, of course it's false by default. Right, fixed is a keyword. Was fixed. There we go. And then we can say private void update if was fixed, fix. Private void fix, and the fix was transform.rotation equals, I guess, local rotation. Let's see. Let's try a new quaternion, or a quaternion.euler. Let's just try rotating them at the camera. I think it's not gonna work, but I'm curious. What's wrong with that? Local rotation. There we go. Hey Astol, welcome to the chat. And Jones! So, interesting. It looks like all of our trees have gotten much, much, much taller. They're also extremely specular when they're facing the camera. So maybe 6 degrees is too much. I mean, hey, maybe even the camera at 60 degrees is too much. Let's try 45. Now let's try a 45 degree camera as well. There we are, 45 degree camera looking down. Wonderful little planet. Well, centering is bad at 45 degrees. That's to be expected. The floor is interesting, to say the least. Not so sure I like the... I just don't know what to think about them. Just rendering the world at 45 degrees looks weird. I mean, rendering the world at top down looks weird too, but... I guess we'll do it like this for now. The trees being rotated, I don't know. Let's try rotating cameras, or the trees 30 degrees, and then reducing their specularity a bit. Wow, all the errors we're encountering are Unity editor errors, not errors in my program, unfortunately. There we go. With the trees positioned and rotated, it seems to work a little better. We have a little bit of a... I guess the script is called auto down that moves them. Whoa, come on guys. Players look a little weird at this rotation. That's good to know. Is it because of their height, or is it because of where the goal ring is going? Let's go see. It is the height of the goal ring. Right. And the fact that, for some reason, nothing is set in the ground anymore. Alright. No, the down position is supposed to be handled by auto down. Hello, Ridweb, Magus. And Kyoshu. Welcome to the chat. Do 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 do. There we go. Where is our auto down? We had a script called exactly that. It's down here somewhere. There it is. Utilities. So much sneezing. And we said that check down. Ah, we're going to the hit point. Okay. We want to go to the hit point and go down. So maybe in our adjust 2? Yep. So plus vector 3 dot down at times 0.25. There we go. Little bit of down, little bit of up. Then probably some comments, that would help. So let's see. Position ourselves taking into account our own height and the ground level difference. There we go. Hey, Epic Varg, welcome to the chat. Whoa, why did I open the website? There we go. I don't know how that happened. Here's our people. Move them around. The trees look like they're actually settled in the ground this time. That's better. Let's go have a look. I mean, they could be more in the ground. Okay, so let's make them more in the ground. Get rid of this. It's just getting in our way. Go over to Visual Studio. I said Visual Studio. There we go. Maybe go down plus 0.5. The shrubs are okay. Trees had to be rotated. The player's rotation, I mean, that's a thing. One of my things that is serializable is having a problem. Or, where is the serialize event? What things do I have as serializable? Every model behavior can be serialized. Is that a problem? Shouldn't be, shouldn't be. Auto down, tree fix. I need to just add this. This here is a fix to everything else. Really, I could just rotate the trees by 15 degrees. So let's delete this. Delete. No reason I can't just rotate trees. There we go. Let's try 15 degrees. I'm then gonna find what spawns them. Hey, Black Hat Rose and Denivan. Deniverin. Hey, it's Black Hat as me. I remember you. So serialization is becoming an issue, apparently, according to the Unity editor. Otherwise, we're only interested in how trees are placed. So let's go look at the one place in the whole game that trees are created. Apparently, Control-Shift-F, tree. Seriously, where is a tree? Tree like that, baby? Yeah, there we go. It's like, I know we create them somewhere. Tree rotation. We need to rotate it. Let's try 50 degrees. Isn't it great? And we're back. I'm sneezing like every 5 seconds. I do apologize for that. It makes this a little slower. I'll give you that much. How you can smooth it when start. Ah, you mean how I'm drawing the map in lines? Or does that even come through the stream? Let's see. Yeah. Alright, come on. Attack some of these things, would you guys? We're gonna have to change the rotation of labels since the camera's changed a little bit, because the text is shallow to us now. So if we go look... There we are. I'm gonna stick with 15 degrees, it makes more sense. We'll see that the text on the players and the buildings needs to still be rotated somewhat. So, I'm gonna find our player in our building and rotate their text. Just straightforward, you only have to change a prefab. There we go. Now that we change value in both of our prefabs, hopefully when we create it, we get, there we go. Yep, that's more working. The only thing we need to change now is the bounds of the camera, forward and back. Hey ID0, thanks for joining, and I really appreciate the immediate follow. Wow. Yeah, when I start the game, the map moves up. That is literally an enumerator that draws the map. Right here, I enumerator. And what it is that every time I draw a row of tiles on the map, I wait for a fixed update. I should also wait for a frame update too, to force it to update. Do I have I might say that this is my job. I need work. It would be nice to have more. Come on now. Wait. There we go, for end of frame. Hello, Solo Techno. Yeah. You are? I mean, that'd be awesome, because I'm looking for, more stuff to do. Alright, looks like we're fine. The updates are good. We still need to position the camera a little better. Positioning our camera was handled by the camera, yep. Woo, so smooth. 10 FPS smooth. I mean, yeah, it's 10 FPS, so it's not gonna look smooth no matter what. But it's better than the whole map just popping in at once, right? The game lags for 3 seconds, then a map happens. I think that's a little silly. I'd rather have a 2-second animation of the map drawing instead of a 3-second lag. That's just me. Alright, what do we have left here? Wrapping is fine. It was the camera movement. Right. So here's our bound camera. And simply set, we need to find our up and down positions, which we were... where is it? Right here, offsets. Yes. Yes, this is not great. I'm very aware, don't worry. Let's say 14. I don't want to have to raycast the ground. I should be checking for a slot relative to the camera, because the map is going to be a bit of random shaped, or sized, shall we say? The question is, can we get to the bottom? Still can't get to the bottom. Sure. Why not? Let's say... -20 by 15 or so, maybe? Yeah, let's try 12. Because the top of the map is fine. And then it's gonna be, centering people. There you go. Right, so the top of the map is the positive bound. That's fine. Or the top of the map is the negative bound. That's incredible. There we go. Now if we scroll up. Nope. Okay. Still the bottom bounds. I keep tabbing over to Restream chat. I'm gonna get upset about Restream chat in a moment. Let's try -20. There we go. Now we're gonna scroll off the top of the map. Hopefully not as far. Nope, we're still scrolling just as far. Alright. Something's not applying. Something about the bounce camera is not even applying when I make the changes. Yeah, we are using bounce camera. Hello, Liberlike. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, you have no idea. I hated Phaser Game. I couldn't stand it. I mean, it was fine as an engine, just there were so many things missing. I know that my base offset is bad now, and that's really the issue, but I'm trying to get any directionality to scrolling. Hey, chat, stop pulling my camera. No, still scrolling way off the top. Alright, so the issue is our base offset. We're saying that we're looking for a block 20 in the Z in front of us, when really we should be looking for a block somehow 5. You know what? And then we can say it's 20 above us. We're working in negative coordinates, unfortunately, because the camera is facing backwards. Yeah, I know that seems a little silly, but it's more of an implementation detail. It's more it had to be that way. There we go, now we're scrolling off the top. And what about the bottom? Are we getting anywhere near the bottom, or are we still scrolling that off? Nowhere near. Alright, so let's go 35. This is our base offset. Hello, Ishan 007 Lucky. There we go, scroll up, scroll up. How far can we scroll up? Hey, only half the top. Excellent. We're getting there. So now we say, let's say we go up 50. Up is 10, down is -20. This should be good. Damn it. We can still go up. Far enough up, in fact. Not far enough down. I don't know if down is a negative number or a positive number. We'll have to see. Because depending on where I'm rank, I could be... Yeah. Oh, hello, cat. Cat decided to show up under my desk. So if I scroll up, yeah! Now we're limited to the top of the map, the left of the map, the right of the map, and the bottom of the map is still inaccessible. So that's this value here. Which either has to be a really big number or a really small number. I'll just keep it nice and simple. Hello, Fu Manchu, and welcome to the chat. There we go. Looks like it had to be a very small number. That's straightforward. Now we have our map balance fixed. For the new camera angle, 45 degrees. We'd have to get rid of the skybox bit at the top. That's the procedural skybox Unity adds. Let's go to our material. Because we did make a material skybox. And get rid of the tint. No, how am I going to get rid of that? Right, 100% atmospheric thickness seems to give us a black background, which is what we wanted. Top of the screen's a little too close, maybe 25. Oh, it's gonna be 50 and it goes down. There we go. Whoa! So the only thing left is the fact that when we hold space on somebody, that positioning is bad. So let's go to Lesser Agent, or Game Controller, sorry. We'll go to the bit where we position ourselves on an agent, which is right here, camera script.lookAt, which is this. And it should be look at minus 50, because of the way the camera's been rotated. Either that or it's minus 10. No, it's minus 50, there we go. Now if we hold space, we're able to follow the thing that's actually in the middle of our screen. Hey, Aughand. Aughard. Welcome to the chat. And Neosus. There we go. Hi. There we go. We've got a fair amount of, well, I can't say a fair amount of movement. Let's hold plus. There we go. Get the simulation running at 6 times speed. Hack the camera. Put ourselves, let's say maximum zoom 30. There we go. Zoom all the way out. You wouldn't be able to do this normally, again, to be able to change a camera zoom. This is something that's only currently available in the editor for the obvious reasons, like rendering reasons. In fact, let me show you. If the reason wasn't that obvious yet, look at the performance. The rendering requirements of showing this many things. That's why I normally zoom in, because I'll show you. When I zoom in, boom, right? No rendering, no rendering requirement whatsoever. But for whatever reason, there are that many verts on screen. Yeah, we can see camera render is 80% of the profiler window, so that's why this is not going to be a release feature to be able to zoom out this much. Stop playing with that tree. Just get around and go back to base. Actually, go back to base. There we go. And this guy as well, base. This guy as well, tree. This person can go cut down those trees. This person's hard to click on because they're already running back to base. Here we go, Basey Boo. Why'd you want to go to base? To drop stuff off? Any particular reason? No? Alright, you guys separate. I'll send one of you down to the trees. You can go and forage. I guess basic, right? You can move people around, you don't have to, but you can, because automatically they'll handle everything they need. They'll handle their hydration, they'll handle their calories. So you got this guy sitting here, he just keeps drinking water, so his hydration will fall under 1,000, but he's drinking water either out of the lake, or he'll make a series of clay pots to put the water in and then continue that way. Got 3 people at the base now that are not doing anything, so let's just have them all collect water. Why not? Right? If they insist on not doing anything up at the top there. And then we'll send these guys up north. Is there anyone left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess they're all right there. Why are you going to the lake? What's up? You're carrying like 78 pounds of stuff. Just go dump it off. Are people not dumping their stuff off anymore? Oh no, there we go. It just required somebody to build it as a stockpile first, so somebody had to have the log. I mean, that's fair. How are you still carrying 78 pounds of stuff? Go dump it off. The people carrying 4 pounds should be the ones doing nothing. 171 pounds, dump it off. Dump it off. What are they carrying where they don't want to dump it? Or wait, are they dumping it? Holy crap, forest fire. Alright, go use the forest fire, guys. I'm sure you have something to cook. You have some raw fish to cook. No, don't let the fire burn out. You need that. Ah, crap. 2 people, it looks like they just died. Yeah, they died. Their inventories were full, so they wouldn't dump them off. And then these guys here are still trying to get, like, either water or clay from the river, so they're not leaving the water. I really need all 3 people to just go up there and cook fish. Like, you should collect these bodies. This person needs to get stuck, or out of stuck on the lake. There we go. Who are we left with? Anyone else in the world? Or is it just those 4? Just those 4, huh? Hey ID0, I sent you a message on the site here actually with my Skype. Because there is messaging built into live coding, it just doesn't show you. You'll just have to go to the top right specifically and click my messages. Yeah, not sure why they do it like that, but I mean, hey. So one thing I'm gonna have to add is like some sort of action cancel, or alternatively, an indicator to show what action you're on, because we have people that are just, they're in the water, they're having action problems, they won't just do it. That's what it should be. But, hey, they have their own reasons, right? I'm sure. 39 pounds. You don't have your own reason for anything. Actually, what do you got? This is Stabby Gaming. Stabby Gaming is in need of water, so Stabby Gaming can drain the lake for a while. Meanwhile, John Geese inventory is full, so John Geese needs to empty it. There we go. So that's what happened, is that you need to literally walk over the base to drop your stuff. I need to update the distance at which you can use the base. That's alright. It's easy enough to fix. Come on, walk over the dead bodies. Don't walk into the dead bodies, walk over the dead bodies. I guess there's nothing on the bodies to claim. Alright, well, just go back to dealing with the water and stuff then. See, that's great. Having them rotate like that, but they just need to, instead of rotating forward, rotate towards the camera. There we go. And there you go. So, I mean, that was pretty successful. I'm gonna have to say that the distance at which people work at the base is messed. So let's go to agent. Distance at which they operate the base needs to be 1 higher, so I can see why it was 3. It was 3 because it had to be. This is interact with fire. It needs to be interact with base. There we go. 3 blocks away. And it's because they don't like to walk into the base. Hey, Judy! Welcome back. Glad you were able to join the stream. I know you've been missing a few of them. Just due to time, right? Check loitering. My time as well. I wasn't here at 11 o'clock yesterday, but now the new stream time, guys, is 12 and 1. So 12 and 1 p.m. You don't have to worry about that too much. Interact with fire. It requires the fire to be 8 away. But we never move towards the fire. I see. Oh, yes, we do. We move towards it there. So let's try... Oh, wait, no. No use to try again just yet. We need to rotate the agent's box towards us. I don't know that you missed too much. We just implemented a little bit of rotation. The trees are rotated towards the camera now, and it looks like I'll also be rotating characters towards the camera. The player's there. Maybe we need to add something below the player again? Yeah, we do. Alright, so... player container. Or in this case, player. And then body, and then head. Because then I can rotate these things. Like, I might be able to rotate the body towards me. I don't know, let's see what happens. With this new player, it's probably going to crash because it doesn't, it looks for certain components on the player. It doesn't look in sub-objects. Yeah, there we go, that's a crash. There is no rigid body attached to player. No, because it's attached to the sub-object. Both materials are supposed to be the material called no name, because that's the one I override. Any more errors? Nope, there we go. Now we should be able to rotate the bodies towards the camera. And in fact, it looks like we don't have to worry about that now. There we go, they're all standing up. So, right, they noted that you'd only be able to see the head or feet if that was the case. Let me go in, click on, say, this person, right? And see what happens if I rotate their body. So we'll go to Agents. We'll go to Angry Albino. Let's find Angry Albino. There he is. And if we rotate the body towards the camera, so 15 degrees, does it help? Not really. I see. It has to be rotated towards... at 15 degrees towards the camera at all times. And it's the whole rotation of the object, not just the head. So if we go to Angry Albino, we try to rotate the whole player. I don't think we can. No, we can't. Because we've got other code modifying that rotation. At least we get some of the some properties public on the agents now, so we can view them in the inspector. Before, all the properties were private. Like, they are private properties, it's just without a... If you're using getters only, the Unity editor doesn't know what to do, the inspector. There we go. That's the first invalid operation that's actually part of my code now. And that's in line 398. Log need changes, 398. So right here? No, that's an end bracket. I guess it's in lesser agent. Lesser agent 398? Yes, it is. For each item reference and items. If old reference contains... Wait, what? If these are changed while I'm iterating them, too bad. I guess I could copy them. Like, how would I copy them? I could cast them. There's a lot of things that would create an extra copy. I could do 2 array. I know that will cause a cast, or a copy. Yeah, let's just do that. And then we don't need to worry about the old needs one. So, hack. Let's go make sure the memory is actually negligible by checking the debugger. Alright, and the profiler for memory says that we're actually doing okay on allocation. The overall allocation number is not increasing, it's decreasing over time. Could count that as successful. Yep. Hey, Priptide. How you doing? Is there anything else we need in the top left? Doesn't look like it. Let's have a look at rendering updates. So the difference between 60 and 200 FPS is still how zoomed in you are. And I don't know, do I want to keep that the user's problem? Well, we're gonna have to find some way to optimize these grass and dirt patches, because this is still a high vert count for a game to be so simple. If you look at this, it's 90k verts. If I zoom out, well, no. Looks like CPU main uses 10 ms no matter what. So it's not that I'm rendering for 10 seconds, it's that it won't tell me what's using CPU anymore, because I'm doing it all in threads. I'm not even kidding about that. Watch, if I pause. We can even go to the most expensive frame and see what did it. There we go. Agent Satisfy Needs was the most expensive frame. Somehow. Ran for 10 ms on 6 people. On 1 person it ran for 10 ms. Holy crap. Let's have a look at that frame and see why. So this is one of the reasons I do like the Unity profiler, is that you can look at one frame and you can go really hard down on that one frame to see what happened. So here's exactly what happened. Right there. Agent Satisfy Needs took 10.5 milliseconds. Now why? What's in there that could have possibly taken that long? The answer is, you see, it can't. So I guess we had far too many indices on that loop. Looks like we're actually going out of OC Remix now and into the original. That's the original Chrono Trigger, soundtrack, which I don't own the rights to, of course, so let's go back to Overclocked Remix. There we go, because we're allowed to use their music, but of course we can't use anything we don't own. Right, so agent satisfied needs, 10.5 milliseconds. Let's look at, let's go look at satisfied needs and see why it would do that. Well, that's, first of all, something lesser agents don't even need to deal with. Only real agents need to deal with satisfied needs. And the need is a switch case that goes through all your needs. Oh, it calls crafting. Oof. Did they craft? Let's look at the activity log. Doesn't look like there was crafting involved. Well, I don't know. Who was that frame on? No, that was on Musi Mew Mew. Maybe crafting was involved. Let's look at the needs. Doesn't look like they needed that much. They only needed to craft like 2 things. And again, every time you successfully craft something, it will return, not... Yeah, Then why is it a problem? Did they fail at crafting everything? Does craft not die early enough? I guess craft should be an any. Oh, is it? Let's go look. What the hell happens in craft? Tries to load the recipe. Alright. And then it logs that they attempted to craft an... Oh, that's if there wasn't a recipe. So after loading the recipe, it checks that the recipe is valid. And then checks that we have all the ingredients, which it looks like this could be an any. For each? Really? Can't this be an any? Yeah. No. This has to be an any. I don't want to use Link here at all, though. Do I have Link? No, I don't. So if I could avoid using Link here, it'd be great. Currently, it goes through every recipe ingredient. And if our amount of that ingredient is less than what's required, it says we need it. It's fairly straightforward, and then we return false to say that crafting was invalid. Otherwise, we remove all the items. So again, I guess that could be a for each as well. Why not? There you go. If it's greater than continue, that's not going to be any different. It's not going to make the if longer. And then the crafting over here, I guess it's not really construction. This really should be crafting. Crafting. Which means we need more message types. Construction is an invalid type as well, so don't worry about it. LMNO. N-O. So construction still comes before cooking. And there's one more place we need to change. Activity log itself, if I go to activity log, has a counter right here, 11. Hack. Somehow not be a finite number. Because I have to change it every time. So let's get the debugger off on the side so we can use them both. Let's clear our frames, because the debugger doesn't. I keep calling it a debugger, but it's a profiler? Yeah. Debugger would be stepping through our code, which, I mean, hey, that's basically what I'm doing with the profiler, but whatever. Clicking on agents is difficult because it's based on the position of their feet. And if I make that any bigger... I guess we'll have to see if we can do something about their verticality. Here, put your shit in the base, would you? No? No, nothing in the base? You don't want to? There you go. There's got to be some reason to let you pick up all that stuff. Yeah, come on. You don't want to stay at the base any longer, do you? Where am I going to put this person out? Put them off into the east. Oh, hey, this is the rock version of this song. That's great. There we go. They are moving off to the east now. So it does seem to be that when they drop stuff off at the base, it costs them a lot of actions. So people will get stuck at the base for a long time while dropping off items. I'm okay with that, really, because, like, look at what he dropped off. He dropped off 3 branches, 8 bread, 7 leaves, 1 log, and a mango. That's a lot of material. It's fine that that takes a few moments. Oh, Raiden. Raiden. You need to come to the base and drop off all your stuff. And then you need to go to the lake, because you're gonna get thirsty. Actually, who's the thirstiest? Angry Albino. You need to go to the lake. So the next thing I'm gonna have to add is queued actions, where you can like right-click one part of the ground and then shift right-click maybe a second part of the ground and have them go into those places in order. After that, I think we should be good on features, for these little guys at least. I mean, they keep themselves alive if you run them at full speed, and you don't have to interact with them if you don't want to, but interacting with them definitely increases their lifespan a lot. They survive a lot happier if you give them more to do. There we go, Stabby Gaming's dropping off all his extra stuff. Everyone needs a little bit of water, though. That's what it looks like we're still on. Where's Mewsy Mew Mew? Why aren't they getting any water? Ah, there we go. They're over here. Mewsy Mew Mew, go over to the water. Now, John Geese has too much water. John Geese, on the other hand, needs to go cut down trees. Wow, so she took damage by not getting water for herself. That's fine. Somebody go loot her body. 94 pounds. You're gonna have to dump your stuff off at the base. And this other person here that's blocking you in. 53 pounds, but could go cut down a tree. This person, inventory full, go to the base. So this is great. Seems everyone's able to do something. Ooh, fires. Go use the fire. I know you want to. All of you go use the fire. Oh wait, there's a fire at the base too? Here. Go use the fire. No? God damn it, guys. Go up to this guy's fire. Go up there. Go up there. Go up there. There we go. Go up to that fire. Is that all 6 people now? If they wanna... Yeah, there we go. If you guys get the raw fish, you should be able to cook it pretty easily. There's like 3 fires here, aren't there? Go to the other side. Help them with the fire, would you? This person looks like they're stuck. They're 75 pounds, they're interacting with the fire. 32 pounds, they're trying to interact with the fire too. Man, look at all that raw fish going in there. Alright, come on. You go to the other side. 25 pounds, you can pick up some raw fish. 41 pounds, 33 pounds. Everyone just sits around the fire, which, hey, it's fine. But it seems that they get stuck, like, both in the land and in themselves. So it's not like the pathing is great. Oh yeah, this is also a remix. Just gotta make sure if it gets anywhere near the official, then especially with Nintendo, you don't do anything to Nintendo. They do stuff to you. Right, here we go. What have I left with? 3, 4 of these guys? Yeah, it should be okay. Let's go down to the other side of the lake. We got, people have a lot of food. Like, all the cooked fish and that's not that heavy. Our rendering batches are fine. I mean, it would be nice if our set pass calls and batches could be more static, but, well, we can't do anything about that. We really can't. 41 pounds, 38 pounds. So the trick is to make sure that everyone's in a different spot of the map, or the water, or else they'll sort of interact with each other forever. There we go. And if they're on the wrong side of the water as well, they will try and interact with the base, and that'll cause problems. So there we go. Why is this person going down constantly? Is it because they want something? No, they just want the water. So the remaining 5 people in this household just want water. That's it. And I mean, they do get all of the food they need from the water too, as long as they have logs. So it makes sense. If you look at the events, we'll see there's more than enough crafting, cooking, gathering, everything really, just not trading anymore. So we're gonna have a look at increasing trading again. And then, well, the fact that there's only 1 female here as well is gonna make it difficult for these guys to survive. Let's go and save. And build. Give you guys something more to test with, right? Because this builds, it's fully playable. It's located on the FTP server. So I'll link that if you don't have it already. There we go, 64-bit build. And I always date all the builds, so you can tell if it's old or new. So let's just go full, best, and in WinRAR I go to options, shared files, generate archive by time mask. And then we get this file, which I then put in my public folder. It gets uploaded to the FTP automatically. As long as it's the right format of name. So we'll see that 20 kilobytes of code has changed between here and then. So a fair bit has changed again. Just in 12 hours. That wasn't even a 24-hour difference. Hey, Adraf and Pochka5. Welcome to the Shadow. Right now, we're looking at the max vertex count that we could possibly save by rendering each of these as less. I mean, each block right now is a quad instead of a plane. The plane has like 30 quads in it, and not a cube, obviously, either. But it's still not enough. BRB, because more allergy. It's really unfortunate, but it looks like I'm gonna have to cut the stream short. I can't stop sneezing. I'm sneezing like literally every 5 minutes. I did manage to get an hour and a half. We normally try and get at least 2 hours, sometimes like 3 or 4, but I mean, oh well. I can't help that. Do apologize. At least we did get in this stream. Here's what we accomplished. We got the trees and the players to rotate towards the camera so they all look better at this angle. We've changed the camera angle a little bit as well. We've changed the camera bounds to handle the new camera angle. We've changed a little bit of the AI code so that they no longer get stuck on trees or the water, and that they're smart enough to path around objects. And we also changed a little bit of code to make it so that they didn't dump off objects in the base for free. So I thank you to join me every day at noon and 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time as we go through and write this economy test. It's got, it's got all the things from an RPG, really, except for the NPCs are just as important as the primary character. All of them are autonomous, right? All of the everything. So, oh man, I think next stream, well, let's look at our to-do list. There is something we accomplished. Gotta mark it off. Ah yes, adult human sizing. We still need to size child and infant humans as well, and add our spoilage, but then we will have most of our time in world scale, and most of our berry stuff done too. Where is it? Berries! Because a lot of berries require a spoilage, and the bitterness is based on their spoilage. Hello, Kyoshu. It's unfortunate time to show up to the stream, because it looks like I'm wrapping up now. So, it was good. It was good, guys. I'm gonna leave you with this. This in the Gerudo Valley OC remix.